Hey there. Hey. Welcome again to another Bojoul video. And today what we're going to be speaking about is 10 ways that you can stay motivated on your self-care journey. And what I wanted to say to you is when you begin anything, it's like we're excited and we're ready to go, but we have to stay motivated in order for it to be effective. At this point in life, there's no reason to do anything if you're not going to be effective at doing it. And so I'm going to go through 10 different ways that you can stay motivated on your self-care journey. So the first tip that I'm going to give you is to set realistic goals. Set realistic goals. When you're on any type of journey, and if you want to be successful, one of the most important things that you can do is to be realistic. Do not create goals that you know that are insurmountable. Meaning, if you say that I want to run 1 mile every day, and at this current state, you don't exercise at all, that's a little far-fetched. Not saying that it cannot be done, but it's a leap. I want you to take steps. So when you set realistic goals, like if you drink 4 glasses of water every day, and your goal is going to be, I'm going to drink 5 glasses. That's realistic. Set a goal that you know that you can reach. And it's going to cause you to kind of stretch out just a little bit more. If you're here, your goal should be here. And then when you reach that goal, you continue. Don't go from here to here. You know what I mean? Make it realistic so that you don't get discouraged and overwhelmed and then quit the entire process. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is learn how to celebrate small wins. I don't care what it is. If you have made a goal and you have accomplished it, celebrate it. Make sure that you celebrate when you have accomplished that which you have set out to do. If I want to take my first Tai Chi class, I've never taken Tai Chi. I don't know how it goes. It's just a random word. However, if that's something I set out to do on my self-care journey and I make it happen, that is a win. That is something for me to celebrate from within. I'm not saying I have to go out and party or whatever the case may be, but take the time to reflect and be happy with yourself. Like, give yourself love. Give yourself like that appreciation and that adoration that you give to other people when they do things that you're proud of. Learn how to be proud of yourself and celebrate those small wins. Number 3 is create a support system. Create a support system. Bring those people around you that's going to seriously celebrate what you're doing to better yourself. You want to have those around you that are proud of you, that encourage you, and that actually are inspired by you. When you have a support system, they will also hold you accountable. If you are ranting and raving about, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, they will question you about X, Y, and Z if they see that you're not doing it. That is being held accountable. It could be annoying, don't get me wrong. But if success is really what you want, and if that's what you're really after, you will take all of the uncomfortability to be able to reach your goal. So that was number 3. Create a support system. People who believe in you, who know you can do it, and who want to see you. That's major. People that want to see you win. Create that support system. That'll help you to stay motivated. Number 4 is going to be to make self-care a priority. Stop doing everything else and then squeezing in self-care. Self-care is at the top, numero uno, at the top of the list. If you have 50 things to do, number one has to be, what am I going to do to take care of myself? What is that one thing that I'm going to do that's going to make me better, that's going to release stress? What is that one thing that I'm going to do that is going to start my day? I know for me personally, I need to exercise. Exercise is such a profound part of my life that I feel lost when I do not do it. I have to do something. Take a walk, go to the gym, take a run around the track, do some jumping jacks in my house, sit up, something. It does something for me. It revs me up and it makes me feel better. And I'm going to do that before I do anything else. I'm going to prioritize my self-care no matter what. And when you do that, it's hard to say I don't have time because it's the first thing that you're going to do. I will go so far as to say right after your morning prayer and your meditation, self-care. What are you doing? It doesn't have to take all day. It doesn't have to be a thing where you're spending hours and hours. If you want to, please go at it. But realistically, in the real world, when we're busy and we have so many different things pulling at us, take that time, whatever time you want to allot, and do what you have to do for yourself. Self-care is so important. Make it a priority. That's number 3. That's number 4. I'm sorry. That is number 4. Make self-care a priority. Number 5 is try new things. Try new things in terms of self-care. Do those things that you would never have ever tried to do. If you've never taken a yoga class, take a yoga class. If you've never been hiking, go hiking. If you've never been roller skating, get some skates and go outside and try it. Who cares? Fall down a couple of times. It's okay. Try. What happens is because we are creatures of habit, we have a tendency to do things over and over and over again. And we get bored. And when we get bored, we will quit. And we'll start doing something completely different off the journey. And that is what these tips are designed to do. They're designed to keep you motivated. And trying new things, what it does, it gives the brain a whole nother set of mechanisms to catch on to. Like it keeps you alive. It keeps you going. Like those connections in your brain are able to make new connections, which kind of keep us excited and engaged in what it is that we're doing, because we do things like a robot all the time. And when you put something new into your self-care journey, it keeps you excited and it makes you want to do more, and it makes you want to try even more new things. So try something new. Don't be afraid to come out of your box. Number 6 is to hold yourself accountable. If you make a promise to yourself and it's something that you want to do or you deem that's important for yourself, hold yourself accountable. I have learned so much from holding myself accountable. 1, I don't like disappointing myself. 2, I like to see things done. I want to be a person of my word. I'm not a liar, and I don't want to lie to myself. If I don't lie to other people, I don't want to lie to myself. Holding yourself accountable kind of puts you in that position where you're going to do what you say you're going to do. That is why that first one of setting realistic goals is so important because you don't want to set a goal that's so unrealistic that it's like you're never going to be able to keep your word that you made for yourself. That's major. Keep your word that you've made to yourself. And this is how you hold yourself accountable. When you set that goal, that you know that you are stretching out a little bit beyond where you are, and you hold yourself accountable to say, hey, we have to do this today. I talk to myself. Dels, we're going to do this today. This is what's happening today. This is what's happening today. And you hold yourself accountable. And when you speak, you believe yourself. It's like your subconscious can believe the words that's coming out of your mouth because you make it happen. Just don't make a leap. Just make small baby steps and do what you say you're going to do and hold yourself accountable. Number 7 is to focus on the benefits. Oh, I love that one. 13 years ago, not 13 years ago, I was a vegan for 13 years. And since that, I'm pretty much a vegetarian now. And one of the reasons why I love being a vegan and I love eating the way I eat is because I know that it benefits me. When you're doing things, you do things with purpose and you do things on purpose. I know that eating certain foods does certain things to my body and in my body. That makes me happy. That motivates me to keep going. An apple, an orange, a banana, drinking more water, eating this, eating that. When you know that it benefits you, when I get up in the morning and I'm exercising, I know that my immune system is being built up. I know that my happy endorphins are being increased and it's going to make me have a more enjoyable day. I understand the benefits of doing what I do. And when you understand the benefits of taking this self-care journey seriously, you will stay motivated because you know that it is for you. It is for you. This is your season for you. The you season. This is for you. Everything I'm doing benefits me. Every single thing I do, everything I eat, every person that I'm around, every job that I take, every assignment that I agree to is going to benefit me. If not, I'm not going to do it. Everything, focus on the benefits of what you are doing. Number 8, practice self-compassion. Another tip, practice self-compassion. When you falter, don't beat yourself up. Love on yourself and forgive yourself just as you would someone that you love dearly. If they falter, it's okay. You make allowances for so many other people. Make allowances for yourself and allow yourself to falter and get back up. You falter, you get back up. It is a journey. There is no journey without ebbs and flows. And that is a fact. You got to ride the dips just like you ride the heights and the mountains and the peaks. Ride the dip and you ride the peaks. It's a journey. You're going to get through it. Ride it. But have compassion for yourself when you hit those low points. Whether the low point is in your mind, whether it's a circumstance that's going on, be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Have self-compassion. Number 9, learn when it's time to take a break. Learn no matter what it is that you're doing. Learn when you have to step back and say, I'm going to be easy breezy today. And I will be the first to admit that is so difficult for me to do because it's like our minds is in like go mode and it's hard. I don't know when it's to press stop. But when you're on your self-care journey, I am learning how I can feel when it's time for me to slow down. I know when it's time for me to circumvent and chill. Giving yourself a break, taking breaks is not taking breaks away from your self-care journey. It's taking breaks away from everything else that's pulling you away from yourself and pulling you away from serving your higher self, from being your higher self. So it's okay to take a break. Taking breaks is actually going to motivate you to keep going. Because when you know what happens when you rest? When you rest, you recharge. And when you recharge, you get back up and you keep it moving again. And you're even more motivated because you have taken a break and you have rested. So that's tip number 9, take a break. Tip number 10 is review your progress. After you have done all of these things, sit back and review your progress. When you look at everything that you have done and everything that you will do or you attain to do or you aspire to do, see the things that were easier. See the things that was more difficult and make adjustments. When you're making adjustments and you're seeing the things that work and you're seeing the things that didn't work, and you have the courage to actually make those adjustments and make amendments so that it can fit better into who you are and who you want to be. Reviewing your progress also is another reason to celebrate wins, because in reviewing your progress, you are going to see areas that you excelled and that was way easy and you did it so good. And you're going to see those areas that wasn't so good. And you're able to move them out, move this around, shift it around. That's the thing about a self-care journey. You can literally create it the way you want to create it. It's not anybody else's journey. It is yours. I don't know when you're tired. I don't know when you're frustrated. I don't know when you're exhausted. I don't know when you have had enough. I don't know. Only you know when you have had enough. And so I challenge you today to take these tips that I have given and utilize them in just staying motivated, because in everything that you're doing, you have those moments where you're just tired, you're exhausted, you just don't have the to continue to go, or you don't feel like you have that motivation to keep moving forward. But take these tips, apply them to yourself, and move forward. You are your greatest asset. You are your greatest asset. And if you are your greatest asset, it is most important for you to take the time to serve yourself and to make sure you are well mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Your whole self. I thank you again for listening to this Bojoul video. And I want you to remember that self-care is the best care.